Operations Bridge Reporter, and SiteScope Integration. Welcome to this video. In this video, let us see how to integrate OBR and SiteScope with SiteScope as the data source. The configurations can be done from the OBR administration console using the data source configuration SiteScope page. Using this page, you can also enable, disable data collection, add or delete SiteScope data sources according to your requirements. To get started, complete the following prerequisites. Install and configure OBR. You can see the support metrics for a complete list of OBR and SiteScope supported versions. Identify the SiteScope host for data collection. During the post-install configuration in OBR Data Source Selection Wizard, make sure to select SiteScope as data source, metric channel as direct API. Install the required content packs and applicable ETL from the content pack deployment page. Get the init string from SiteScope server, which is the shared key used to establish a connection to SiteScope server. To configure the integration, log on to the OBR administration console, data source configuration, SiteScope. The SiteScope page appears. Click Create New and you will see the connection parameters dialog box. Let me type the required values. In connection settings, the IP address or FQDN of the SiteScope server, the port number 8080, the default port to connect to SiteScope server, username of the SiteScope user, password of the SiteScope user. Collection station is the collector to which the data source will be assigned for the collection. The general data integration settings create a generic data integration between the SiteScope server and the OBR server. Select the Create Integration checkbox. Integration name is the name of the integration. This is a unique name and cannot be changed once we save the configurations. The encoding type for communication between OBR and SiteScope is by default UTF-8. Init string is the shared key value used to establish a connection to SiteScope server. To get the init string, log on to the SiteScope server with the credentials. Click Preferences, General Preferences, LWSSO. Copy the string and paste it in init string field. Let me move ahead with these default values and create the tag. Select the Create Tag checkbox. Let me type a user-defined name for the tag. The same tag name is seen in the monitors of SiteScope. Click Test Connection. You will see a message. Click Save to save the configurations. The data collection for the newly created SiteScope data source is enabled by default. Let us now verify the integration from SiteScope server. Click Preferences, Integration Preferences. Select the integration name created in the OBR administration console and click the pencil icon. The URL will display the OBR host name that the SiteScope server is integrated to. I will now apply the tag created in OBR server to one of the monitors in the SiteScope server. Click Monitors, select the configuration item, click Properties, scroll down, select Search Filter Tags, select the tag that you have created and save. The integration of OBR and SiteScope is now complete. To confirm the data flow and configuration from the OBR server, go to the location you see here. The list of XML confirms the data flow after a successful integration. For more information about OBR, see docs.microfocus.com. Thank you.